Well, hello, my radio aficionados. This evening I come to you with something a little out of the ordinary. This is a Balkite A and B battery eliminator. It it is quite the monster. Well, I should say it started out as a Balkite. It essentially is, but I had to do some pretty heavy modifications underneath to replicate some of what was going on. In fact, allow me to touch on that. To the left over here, this is essentially from here to the left is your B supply. There's 8 jars underneath here that are filled with the solution, and this was your rectifier for your B supply. Here's your connections for your B outputs. Here to the right, this is your A plus and A minus. This is your A supply. In the middle here, this large tank, this was your rectifier for your A supply. And of course, to the right over here, I shouldn't say of course, but I'll explain it regardless. This is if one wishes to adjust the A supply voltage ever so slightly. One could go from low to high, depending upon where one moves this respective wire. Now, of course, this was filled with a solution at one time, and of course, this had a solution in it. It was very maintenance prone. And truth be known, I'm uncertain of what solution was even in this. I don't know if it was the same in both these rectifiers. I suspect it was, but I can't be certain. But thankfully, due to modern technology, I was able to replicate this one and, of course, that one with a little tiny solid-state bridge rectifier I mounted underneath. This is an unregulated power supply, meaning that if it's unloaded, the voltages will go to max voltage, and all the voltages that the outputs are governed by resistance values or resistors across the across from in this case to the left B minus and B plus, and it's all resistive loads between there. So it was back in the day. This was a rather maintenance prone item. I can only imagine. I mean, it was a lot going on here. There truly was. But once again, thanks to modern technology, I was able to return it to being a very safe, almost maintenance free. It essentially is maintenance free, and I have a pretty decent little power supply.
As one way to align myself with God's eternal plan, we see what they've been through over 40 years. This wonderful ministry. They have faithfully been providing nutritious food, care, critical life-saving aid to Israel's most vulnerable, the poor, the elderly, many, by the way, who are Holocaust survivors. Join me, stand with Israel, and declare.
And I'm happy to say that when I check my voltages, this here is your 22.5. It's sitting at about 25. Here's my 67. It's sitting right at about 70. And my 90 is sitting right at about 90, 93, 95, around that ballpark. So the voltages are damn near spot on, certainly within any kind of realm of tolerance. And even to get them that close with the resistive load, I think is quite an accomplishment on their part and mine, if I can say that. So I'm very tickled tonight. Truth be known, I restored this probably a year and a half or so ago, but I never tested it, believe it or not. I got started with another project, so this evening I brought it on the bench, and after a couple little minor adjustments, resistive adjustments in the B supply, I'm happy to say I have a unique, operable power supply. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all following, and as always, until next time.